President Joe Biden met with the top four congressional leaders at the White House on Tuesday, as they scrambled to send military aid to foreign allies and avert a partial government shutdown at the end of the week. Leaders left the meeting in agreement that Congress should avoid a shutdown, though they've yet to release legislation to do so. It's Congress' responsibility to fund the government, Biden said at the top of the meeting. A shutdown would damage the economy significantly, and I think we all agree to that, and we need a bipartisan solution. I think the need is urgent, and I think the consequences of inaction every day in Ukraine are dire, Biden added. Democrats leaving the White House said the discussion in the private meeting got passionate at times, particularly on the subject of billions installed aid for Ukraine. The meeting on Ukraine was one of the most intense I've ever encountered of my many meetings in the Oval Office, said Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, DNY, who just returned from a trip to Ukraine. We said to the Speaker, "Get it done." Schumer said he personally warned House Speaker Mike Johnson, R.La., that history will judge him harshly if he does not act on Ukraine and it falls to Russia. And the Senate leader appeared to suggest that all of the leaders in the room ganged up on Johnson. On Ukraine, the intensity in that room was surprising to me because of the passion of the president, the vice president, Leader McConnell and myself, Schumer said. We made it clear to him we can't tear you or the war could be lost. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, RK, has been a vocal advocate for Ukraine aid, which has stalled in the House. Speaking after Schumer, Johnson said the House is looking at options on Ukraine and other foreign aid and will address that in a timely manner. But he said he emphasized the need to secure America's southern border in the room and later in his first one-on-one meeting with the president. The first priority of the country is our border and making sure it's secure, Johnson told reporters. I believe the president can take executive authority right now today to change that. And I told him that again today in person, as I've said to him many times publicly and privately over the last several weeks. It's time for action. It is a catastrophe, and it must stop, the speaker added. Johnson last met with Biden more than a month ago, on January 17th. But in the weeks since then, Johnson and congressional Democrats have failed to strike a deal on critical military aid for Ukraine or hammer out the details of the budget agreement they reached last month to fund the government for the rest of the fiscal year. Johnson, Schumer and McConnell attended Tuesday's meeting with Biden along with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, DNY, and Vice President Kamala Harris.